The Handwich, Disney's failed sandwich of the future. This is by Defunctland, and every single video we've watched by Defunctland, I've enjoyed immensely. But what Handwich flavor would you want? Let's watch.
Kevin's Kitchen is sponsored by Raycon. Go to buyraycon.com/defunctland to save 15% today.
What's better than the smell of delicious food on a warm summer day? In this modern American kitchen is where we find our subject. This is Kevin. Kevin is a documentarian. A documentarian captures life and constructs stories about important topics such as injustice, crime, and roller coasters. He does not show his face, but he will show his hands. If we look closely at Kevin's hands, we can see that he is not just a documentarian, but he is also a baker.
Oh, I was gonna say he's a nail chewer. Look at those nails. They're chewed down to a nub.
Like bed sheets from a roadside motel, Kevin's hands are splattered with the hauntings of years of mistakes. This mark was when Kevin burned his finger attempting to remove a hot tray of cookies from his oven. This mark is from when Kevin overreacted to burning his finger on the oven, dropped the hot tray of cookies, and instinctively went to catch the tray with his bare hands. Needless to say, Kevin has years of experience in the kitchen, and today, for the first time, he will combine his passions and embark on a historical culinary adventure. Today, Kevin is going to learn the history of and concoct his own sandwich.
Wait a sec, you read that wrong.
Sorry?
You read it wrong. Do it one more time.
Okay, today, Kevin is going to learn the history of and concoct his own handwich? What is a handwich?
I'll show you.
Guys, I'm already loving this video. We are 2 minutes in, and I'm already in love with the music, the vibes, everything, and I can't wait to see Kevin make a handwich. Also, I want to learn how to make a handwich. It sounds like a really good idea. Created by Kevin!
Around 1986, a new food item debuted in Walt Disney World, named the Handwich. The Handwich was shaped like an ice cream cone, but instead of a waffle cone, it featured a cone-shaped sub-roll, and instead of ice cream, it had fillings. These included such delicacies as ham and cheese, pulled barbecue chicken, roast beef and cheddar, and even tuna salad. The Handwich was billed as the sandwich of the future.
Wait, that sounds so yummy!
Because of this, the Handwich was sold at Epcot's The Land Pavilion's Farmers Market food court, as well as the Space Bar in Tomorrowland. It was also served in Adventureland at some point. Wherever it was billed as Disney's newest attraction, implying that you can ride the Handwich, when in reality, the Handwich rides you. The official poster for the Handwich boasted that it was not just futuristic, but revolutionary. The, quote, first sandwich you can hold in one hand. The poster also stated that it was Disneylicious, and that those that consumed it were playing a part in the history of baking. Despite the heavy marketing effort, the Handwich was discontinued sometime in the mid-90s, leaving behind more questions than answers. Luckily, those questions would linger, and the good people at Retro WDW would respark.
Why does that look good? Like, guys, just imagine, like, all your yummy fillings inside a nice toasty bun.
Interest in the Handwich during the Retro Magic event in 2019. Here, historian Brian Miles gave a keynote speech on the Handwich, which was coded somewhat like a military briefing. Miles conducted an interview with former Imagineer Peggy Ferris, who had the inside scoop on the Handwich, and you'll never guess who was responsible for its creation.
I want to know why it failed.
Inside scoop on the Handwich, and you'll never guess who was responsible for its creation.
Back at Imagineering, Michael Eisner challenged us to think about fun food. So that was the big idea.
In a surprising twist, Eisner pushed for fun food in part because when he was a young man, he visited the 1964
So the thing about the Handwich is cool, guys. It's like bread. It's like a bun. So it's not like a wrap. It's like a bun, and the bun is shoved. The bun is shoved with food, but it's like a cone. So it's like a cone. Like, have you ever had like a cornet? You know, like a cone, like the Japanese like cones with the cream inside? A cornet? Have you ever had a cornet? But yes, the cornet from Lucky Star. Yes. But think of a cornet from Lucky Star, but instead of cream filling, food filling. Food filling. It was a pain, I'm sorry. It's one of the new voices. It's supposed to be silly.
for New York World's Fair, at which Disney famously contributed 4 groundbreaking attractions.
Okay.
While there, a young Eisner tried some of the fair's unique food offerings, including Belgian waffles. Over 2 decades later, Eisner was the CEO of the Walt Disney Company, and he challenged the company's Imagineers to concoct a unique culinary creation for the Disney parks. During a day-long brainstorming session, Imagineers and food operations specialists designed dozens of dishes, but one stood out from the fray, a cone-shaped sandwich named the Castle Cone.
See, this looks exactly like a cornet. You know, you just shove some cream in there, but it's like a bread. Like, this looks yummy. You can't tell me this doesn't look like the most yummiest thing you haven't.
The original fillings included mushu shrimp and mixed berries.
Oh.
Eisner approved the idea, and the Castle Cone was born.
Mushu
However,
shrimp.
the name was changed by the Walt Disney World marketing team, and it was officially released as the Handwich sometime around 1986, with more consumer and operations-friendly fillings.
Keith, I've been dying to know, what is a Handwich? It's a sub kind of roll so that you can stuff the meats inside and eat it actually like a cone.
As aforementioned, the Handwich was filled with ham and cheese, pulled barbecue chicken, roast beef and cheddar, and tuna salad. But these were just a few of the variations. There was also chicken salad, ambrosia salad, seafood salad, and taco beef.
Taco beef? Dude, a Handwich taco. Wait, is that like a genius idea? And you melt cheese around the side and you throw the meat. That might be good. Can you please pass the beef ice cream? Exactly.
When Disney MGM Studios opened in 1989, a unique Handwich was created for the park with a Cobb salad filling. Unfortunately, the Handwich was not the success that Eisner had hoped for. In 1990, the Orlando Sentinel reported that, quote, "The last we checked, the Handwich had not exactly gripped the imagination of a hungry America, let alone Orlando, let alone anyone but Michael Eisner." Retro WDW's Retro Magic
Maybe they just don't have good taste in Florida. Did you ever think that maybe Floridians just have bad taste?
event was held at the Ballroom of the Americas at the Contemporary Resort. And immediately after Brian's presentation, attendees were treated to a lunch of the future of the past with a Handwich buffet. This would not be the only reappearance of the Handwich after its discontinuation in the mid-90s. In 2012, Carsland opened at Disney California Adventure theme park, and the Cozy Cone Motel quick service spot served Handwich-style bread cones, although they were not officially Handwiches. Flavors included chicken verde and chili cone queso, and for breakfast, bacon scramble. In 2013,
You can't tell me these don't look amazing.
Disney's Hollywood Studios Min and Bill's Dockside Diner quick service stand served their own sandwich cones, but these were quickly discontinued.
A taco one is really good. I like the idea of the like the pizza one, the marinara and mozzarella sausage one. I think that'd be really good. A mac and cheese one? Guys, would you eat a mac and cheese Handwich?
In 2014, another sandwich cone could be found, again at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This time, fillings included a macaroni and cheese with bacon
They made a mac and cheese one, guys. We were just talking about it.
topping cone and a Fiesta chili cheese cone.
Ooh,
In 2017, during
chili cheese.
Epcot's 35th anniversary celebration, a retro Handwich was created, this time with a new mac and cheese with cheeseburger filling. While distinct from the original Handwich, this was the most intentional of the Handwich revivals, explicitly referencing the dish's predecessor. All of this is to say, the Handwich is replicable, which means...
Kevin, wait! You're not really going to recreate one of the Handwiches, are you?
No, announcer man. I'm going to recreate 3 of the Handwiches.
3 Handwiches? That is a journey from which you cannot return unsuccessful. Come up just 1 Handwich short, and you will be lost to time. Just like the Handwich itself. Are you sure about this?
It'll be fine. Now let's make some Handwiches.
Mouth-watering meals. Delectable dishes. tasty treats.
Ugh.
No matter how scrumptious, they, like everything, will be lost to time. But unlike most of us, some will be remembered. And unlike all of us,
You guys remember any of these treats at all? Peanut butter poopers. Boopers. Boopers? Oh my god, I read it as poopers.
some will be resurrected. This is Defunctland, with the dishes of the past return to the plate. And now your host, Kevin Perjurer, will show us how to create an
We're gonna learn!
old-fashioned handwich.
It's
Handwich.
true. The sandwich of the future of the past is of the present once again. Because today, we will be creating an old-fashioned barbecue chicken handwich. Let's start with
Ooh.
our delicious slow-cooked barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken handwich sounds good.
First, we make our sauce with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, followed by a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and a tablespoon of olive oil.
We were
I have
sharing
peeled
this
and grated an onion, and we are going to put both the onion and the juice into our bowl.
Don't forget the Worcestershire sauce, guys.
Finally, let's add 2 cups of barbecue sauce. The only barbecue sauce you will ever need, and the best barbecue sauce in the world, is Joe's Kansas City barbecue sauce. I'm going to add the whole bottle to our bowl, and now we mix.
That's a lot of barbecue sauce, but I love barbecue sauce.
Next, we place 3 pounds of chicken breast into our slow cooker. After we wash our hands, we season. This quick spice mix that I created contains salt, pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder.
Ooh, he's seasoning
We can
the
now
chicken.
pour our sauce over our seasoned chicken, and once again we mix. Let's
Americans
place the
love
lid on
their
our slow
slow
cooker
cookers.
and cook on low heat for 7 hours or high heat for 4 hours. About 2 hours before our chicken is done cooking, we can
And for those vegetarians, you could use faux chicken or tofu in the same thing.
begin making our handwich cones.
Okay, handwich
Start by
cones.
warming up a cup of milk in the microwave until warm, but not hot. We can then add a teaspoon of sugar, then 7 ounces of active dry yeast, and yet again, we mix. We're going to allow our yeast to activate to the side for around 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, we will create our flour mixture. In this bowl, we have 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we are going to add in 3
Guys, he's giving us step-by-step, play-by-play on how to make a hand cone. But basically, in conclusion, you make your filling, then you make your dough. I'm curious what he's going to use. Yes, I have made bread a lot. I'm a good bread maker. I've made focaccia. I've made pizza dough. I've made potato buns. How do you like your barbecue sauce? Hot, bold, smoky, sweet? I really like it smoky. But I like all kinds, but I do like a good smoky barbecue sauce. But I've also had like pineapple barbecue sauce. I've had hot barbecue sauce.
tablespoons of castor sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt, and then we mix. We're going to make a well in the center of our mixture. Inside, we will place 2 eggs and our activated yeast mixture.
To be honest, I don't even think you would need the eggs in this recipe, just purely because most bread doesn't use eggs. The only thing you might want is if you want a nice browned outside, maybe put eggs on the outside. But I think they're making the handwich just a little bit more decadent. But if you're allergic to eggs or you don't eat eggs, you could skip that step.
We can now take a hand mixer and we mix with a dough hook.
Or if you're poor, you can mix with your fingies.
After these are combined, we take a 1/4 cup of soft or slightly melted butter and add it to our dough. We now mix for around 6 to 7 minutes.
Again, you can mix yourself too with
We
your
now
fingies.
place our somewhat sticky dough onto a floured surface to form it into a ball. Once we have done this, we can place it into a greased bowl, cover it completely, and allow it to sit in a slightly warm spot for 1 hour.
Eggs can help the bread stick together a little bit more, but if the bread is well glutenized, you don't need the eggs. But I think they're going for more like a pastry kind of flavor, less like a bread, so the egg can help with that. Give it more of that fattiness.
Hour to rise. While that is rising, we can create our cone molds.
That's
We will
what I
be
wanna
using
know.
Printer paper and tinfoil to create these. These will
Printer
be going in the
paper.
oven, but do not worry, the paper will not catch fire. There's
Okay,
actually
okay.
a great book about this, which states the auto-ignition point of paper right in its title. It is called 1984. We will only be baking at 400 degrees, so we are well
Oh.
under this mark. First, we take 2
Interesting. I didn't know paper wouldn't flame up under in the oven.
pieces of printer paper and we lay them landscape in front of us. We take the bottom left corner and create a small fold-in like this. That right there is about right. We can now use this fold to roll our cone, making sure to keep the point at the bottom as tight as possible.
That makes sense. Beautiful cone, sexy cone.
We continue to hold that together as we place a piece of tinfoil on our workspace. Start at one of the corners and wrap your cone in the tinfoil.
I wonder why they do the...
Do not worry about this excess, because we are going to just fold that into the top of our cone. And there you have it. We will have enough dough for 8 handwiches, but I will only be baking 2. 1 for me and 1 for you.
Interesting.
So once we have
I don't know why they decided to use the paper. I wonder if that holds it up better.
finished with our cone molds, we can place them to the side.
They look pretty.
Once our dough has risen, now comes
They look a whole lot prettier than the ones I made.
the fun part. We're going to divide our dough into 8 equal pieces and cover again with our plastic to prevent any of them from drying out. One by one, we are going to take one of these pieces and roll it out. We want to end up with a long tube, around 3 feet long. Once we have this, we can take one of our molds and, starting from the bottom, spiral our dough up the cone.
Have you ever went camping and you brought pizza dough with you and you rolled it around a stick and then put it over the campfire and cooked it like the breadstick? That's how you roll it. Exactly like that.
Now that's looking like a handwich. Once we have done this, we gently press our dough into the cone and pinch the tip. We now place these on a greased baking sheet. As our oven preheats to
I'm surprised you didn't grease the cones. Like, I would have greased the cones as well.
400 degrees, we are going to give our handwich cones a light egg wash. Once our cones are prepared, we can place them in our oven for around 12 minutes. While those are cooking, our chicken should be just about done. That smells absolutely delicious.
The chicken is chickening.
With 2 forks, we shred the chicken, and as we do this, we mix. We're going to drain only the chicken.
Why did he say it like that?
We will be filling, as we don't want our handwiches to be too soggy. Once we pull our cones out of the oven and allow them to cool, we can remove the mold and admire our work.
They look good.
Now, we take our chicken and fill our handwich cones. And voila.
That looks really good, guys. Bread! So if you wanted to make the same handwich, but instead of shoving it with meat, you want to shove it with like cream or ice cream or chocolate. The difference is when you're making the bread, add a little bit of sugar into it. And then you'll end up with like a sweeter bread. And then you shove it with pudding and it's delicious.
A beautiful barbecue chicken handwich. I must now take a bite.
I can't. I'm so surprised that it didn't do better.
Absolutely wonderful. I could eat the whole thing, but I'm going to save my appetite because we have 2 more handwiches to make.
Kevin, wait! There's still time to turn back. Just 1 is enough. If anything goes wrong and you don't complete all 3, you could get stuck in historical limbo.
Nothing can stop me from making more handwiches.
More handwiches!
Onward.
All the handwiches, nothing but handwiches.
What's cooking, America? Let's find out in Defunct Kitchen. And now, welcome your host, Kevin Perjurer.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Perjurer and I make defunct meals. Today we are going to be making something from long ago. It's an old Disney Parks favorite. You might have guessed it already. It is the handwich. This one is actually a viewer submission, so let's hear from Scott.
Hi, Kevin. I went to the studio catering company at Disney MGM Studios in May 1989. Here, I tried the Cobb Salad Handwich for $3.60. It had a mix of finely chopped lettuce, egg, bacon, tomato, turkey, avocado, and blue cheese in a French roll cone. The blue cheese dominated just a bit, which didn't bother me. But if you don't like the pungent taste of Roquefort, you might not like this. I was wondering if you could show me how to make it.
I don't like eggs, so I don't think I would like a Cobb sandwich. And I also don't think I like the pungentness of blue cheese.
Scott, thank you so much for writing in. The handwich is not only a forgotten food item, it is the perfect meal for many occasions. Let's say you have a daughter. She's a sweetheart, but she's a bit of an arsonist.
Whoa!
Her principal is coming over to discuss her expulsion, and you have to cook something spectacular, or he will expel your daughter, and she will never be able to
She burnt down the school, guys. She burnt it down.
achieve the dreams that you've projected onto her. With these life-altering steaks, why not make a delicious handwich? And I'll show you how. We're going to start with 4 strips of bacon chopped up, and we're going to place these on a wire rack, and we're going to rest that on top of a drip pan lined with tinfoil. Once you have those on the wire rack, you can place it in a 400-degree oven for around 20 minutes.
That's how you
but make sure to watch
your
it.
bacon. Oh my god, amazing!
After you've washed your hands, we can open our dough. Now I'm going to take advantage of the store for this one. This is French bread dough, and we're just going to give it a little karate.
Guys, you can just get the Pillsbury pastry dough, and you can make handwiches for so freaking easily.
Chop, hi-ya. And now we're just going to open it up, and we're going to split it in half, just like that, into 2 equal parts for our 2 handwich cones. Now we're going to wrap these around one of these cones. Now what this is, it's just printer paper wrapped in tinfoil. Now we have a tutorial on our website, and you can just go to that link right there. And once you made 2 of these, we can get rolling. So let's grab one of our dough, and just like we're starting a campfire, we just go to town. We want to make this around 3 feet long. And once we've done that, you can take your tinfoil cone, and you just wrap it around the very tip, and then you spiral it on.
3 feet long?
All the way to the top, just like that.
That is not 3 feet long. Guys, I'm 5 foot. That's not more than half my length. What is he talking about?
Look at that.
Sexy.
Now we take our greased baking sheet and we put our handwich on. And we do this again with our second handwich. And once we've got that, we can put that one on right
Look at
next
those
to it.
handwiches,
And we can
sexy.
put this in our oven, 400 degrees, even while the bacon is cooking just right under there.
Right out of the bacon. Look at that. Pro.
Now, while we got that cooking, I want to tell you about an incredible product.
Ooh.
These are the Raycon Everyday E25 earbuds, and they're today's sponsor. These earbuds are the real deal. The Bluetooth...
It's like an info commercial ad inside a YouTube video ad.
Now, I love to wear these while I'm in the kitchen because they fit perfectly in my ear and never fall out into my batter.
See, I have teeny tiny little baby ears. These would be too big for my ears. I have no discount codes. I am not sponsored by anybody. I'm only sponsored by me. Guys, you gotta go check out my YouTube video. There you can go and you can watch my YouTube videos with ads and get me some money. You also need to go like, comment, and subscribe. And please comment below the silliest thing you ate this week and what you would put in a handwich.
That's buyraycon.com/defunctland to save 15%. Now I'm getting so invested in this music, I almost forgot that I got stuff in the oven. I gotta go check on. Now take a look at this crispy bacon. It is beautiful and ready.
It's almost like I can smell that smoky bacon. I'm going to make a handwich stuffed with a handwich. Oh, a handwichception. Ooh.
For our salad. Give me some for the bacon. Oh,
Bacon.
yeah. We're now going to make our dressing. We're going to start with a 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar. And then we're going to add 2/3 of extra virgin olive oil.
Why does this feel so sexy?
A tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And, of course, salt and pepper. Close
salt
that
and
up.
pepper.
And now we
Shake
mix.
it. Shake. Whoa, look at those ladies. Ooh la la. Look at those pecs bow. Whoa. Magic.
All right, please stop clapping. It freaks me out when I'm using the knife. Okay, so we're gonna take our lettuce and put it into a salad spinner, and you will never guess what that does, but I bet you'll clap anyways.
Ooh.
All right, let's try to keep it at a mezzo forte. Kevin's got a headache. Let's go ahead and speed run this salad. Bacon, cherry tomatoes, Roquefort, egg. Doesn't matter how you slice it, it'll still taste terrible.
Egg.
I'm gonna open up an avocado and take out its pit. Boom, magic, it disappeared. No idea where that went. Slice up some turkey I got from the deli. And don't forget to throw a little piece of turkey over your shoulder for good luck. And we mix.
For the rats.
And look what just came out of the oven. One of them's a little messed up, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna keep on trucking. Let's go ahead and add our dressing to our salad and then fill these cones.
Fill her
Now I cannot
up.
wait to try this, so I'm not gonna. Let's take a bite. That is delicious. That's 2 beautiful handwich cones, and you know what this pairs
That looks
great
good.
with? Raycon Everyday E25 earbuds. I know that these might have
Just put a little headphone in your sandwich. It's for the fiber.
looked complicated, but do not be afraid of these. The Handwiches can smell fear, and if they smell it, they will become spicier. And check this out, we did that in under 5 TV minutes, which is roughly 13 hours. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Now I've got to go make another Handwich, or I might be lost to...
The time.
That's not good.
Oh no. He's lost in time and space.
Oh, where am I? Mr. Announcer Man? Hello?
Not Kevin!
Studio audience?
Kevin!
Anyone?
I'm here! I'm here!
Here we
Can you
go.
hear me?
What? Wait a sec. I know what this is.
What is it?
Limbo.
Not
I've
limbo.
gotta make that third Handwich. I've gotta find a kitchen. Fridge, yes! Empty, no! I cannot be stuck here forever. There's gotta be something around here somewhere. Come on!
Neither Kevin nor Hal.
Oh no. Wait. Keys. I've got it. Just one more. That's all I need.
Just one more
I told you,
Handwich.
Kevin, you must create all 3, or you will be lost to time.
I will, Announcer Man, I promise!
The Handwich was meant to die. Let it stay dead.
He must make the third Handwich! Or else.
I have to bring it back once more!
3 Handwiches? That's impossible.
Handwich.
You'll never
Handwich.
do it!
Handwich.
I guess everyone was right when they called you two-handed
Handwich.
Kevin.
I never believed in you.
He
I'm
got
gonna
the
prove
bread.
you all wrong. I just need one more Handwich. Biscuits?
Don't follow the grandma!
Thank you for choosing Arby's. Place your order when ready.
Could I get 3 beef and cheddar sandwiches without the buns?
So if you don't want it on the bun, you just put it in a bowl.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 beef and cheddar classics all in the same bowl with the cheese and the sauce in the bowl as well.
That's right. And some mozzarella sticks, please.
Sure, you want 4 or 6?
6.
Dun 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 dun. See, guys, this is the super lazy version of the Handwich. You get the baguette. You get the baguette. You go to Arby's and you get the Arby's meat and cheese, but without the bun, and you get the baguette.
Handwich.
Handwich.
What is a Handwich?
Handwich.
What is a Handwich?
It's not as nice as the rest of the Handwiches, but it will do.
Believe it or not, that was the best one.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Yeah, they put the sauce in a cup. That was so nice of them.
Kevin, you did it!
He did
You
it!
made all 3 Handwiches. You can come back now. Kevin?
Baby, come back. Kevin!
Kevin!
Kevin! Oh no. The Arby's got him. The Arby's got Kevin. Kevin! Guys. Kevin is gone forever.